Two-part special report continues here on 11 at 11, home incarceration. 2 accused killers released on home incarceration. It's an unprecedented move in the Jefferson County court system, one that's being questioned by the police chief, the police union, and prosecutors.
Tonight, our Shane McAllister digging deeper into the numbers and those concerns.
2 accused criminals, both facing murder charges. Police say they admitted to their crimes. But in front of a judge, they were granted home incarceration.
You're going to be on house arrest.
Judge Sean Delahanty giving them the okay to wait for trial from their home.
As judges, have the responsibility to follow the law. The law presumes that the defendant is innocent of the offense.
Innocent until proven guilty, the concept not lost on prosecutors or police. But both parties say when it comes to releasing accused killers, they object.
Do you think that putting accused violent criminals on HIP is acceptable?
No.
Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell says the home incarceration program is designed to deal with low-level offenders.
Home incarceration can serve a good purpose for those that are eligible and are likely good candidates to do it. But they're not for, it's not, in my humble opinion, it's not for dangerous individuals. It's not for people you're afraid of to the level at which you are afraid of and that you truly have a right to be afraid of.
O'Connell, who leads the city's team of prosecutors, says they have never had to work so hard to keep violent criminals behind bars. WHAS 11 started looking into HIP releases months ago, filing an open records request with the jail and going through more than 1,300 names. Every inmate released on HIP over the last 6 months. We found as recently as last week, 28 of the 735 people on home incarceration are charged with murder. 25 others are charged with robbery. 5 people are facing rape charges and 2 people are accused of kidnapping. The number of those on HIP is up by nearly 70 people since August of last year and up by more than 100 since February of last year.
We wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation today if it wasn't going on that there's concern in the community and people within the criminal justice system of just what is taking place at arraignment court.
As is protocol through pretrial services, prosecutors request defendants charged with violent crimes are given a bail but kept in jail. In the case of accused killer DeAndre Williams, prosecutor Kristen Southard reminded the judge the defendant confessed to the shooting. She requested he stay in jail, but Judge Delahanty granted Williams home incarceration instead.
I need something more than I object because I object. And again, the prosecution has different political interests than I do, and maybe a different view of the entire thing. And again, they don't have the same requirement as me.
The judge says he and the prosecutor have different political interests, different requirements. We took that statement to the prosecutor.
That's just, there's no basis in that analysis at all. We have the same statutes and the same rules that we argue from.
So there isn't an inherently different political interest or requirement of you?
That's nonsense, total nonsense. I mean, that's just, you know what that is? That's just, you know, that's just incorrect.
O'Connell says his office is frustrated and they aren't alone. LMPD also voicing concern. The chief of police releasing a statement within hours of that decision, saying we are astonished and disappointed. Disappointed by the decision to release the suspect and disappointed at the reasoning. Judge Delahanty claiming the officers didn't give him enough information to keep the accused killer in jail.
I think that the cops do need some training. And they're fine people, they're doing a very difficult job, but myself and other judges have noticed that some of their citations are not really professionally prepared.
To that comment, Police Chief Steve Conrad says police are only part of the solution to violent crime. Refusing to even temporarily detain these individuals serves as an insult to this community and to the men and women who work so hard to keep it safe. Judge Delahanty's decisions to grant home incarceration to a larger portion of our inmates has proved to be a controversial one. But it has also been applauded. Leaders from the Public Defender's Office saying tonight, Judge Delahanty has shown real leadership and political courage in following the law relating to pretrial release and detention. A rare combination in the Jefferson District Court, particularly in the Arraignment Division. Judge Delahanty has been the primary arraignment court judge since August of last year. Shay McAllister, WHAS 11 News.
And so what's next? Well, victims' rights activist Christopher 2X here in Louisville told me he's pushing Kentucky lawmakers to change the home incarceration rules. If you're charged with murder, straight to jail, no home supervision.
Now, Judge Delahanty tells us that he will run for one more term and then he plans to retire. But of course, we'll continue to follow this issue right here on WHAS 11 News.